set up your account and added you to our orientation team in Teams, which we'll get to in just a moment, you're going to receive this email. This email is going to show what your username for your Spiral Scouts email is, and it's going to have a temporary password, which you're going to be promptly encouraged to change as soon as you log in the first time. And you're also going to add a recovery phone number and email address just to make sure that you never lose access to your account. Also, there's a note here that if you're new to Microsoft Office, there'll be a link there to click for access to tutorials on how to use Teams in Outlook. Then it has a few links for some different things that you can work on next. There's the Spiral Scouts training. There's also the form for the background checks and the youth protection. It mentions your orientation packet, which was that link we just skipped over for the moment. And there's going to be links in there for each of these items. As always, if you're having any trouble with any of these steps, please reach out to us at membership at spiralscouts.org or at HQ at spiralscouts.org. Make sure it's .org. I realized I said .com a couple times earlier. This email will give you all the information you need to log into Teams. And let me show you real quick. When you log into Teams, initially you're just going to have the orientation team. The orientation team has a wealth of information for you. Not only is there a place for you to ask questions about your store orders, there's also, which currently we don't have any questions in there, there's also a place for you to ask chartering and registration questions. Maybe you don't know where to post your intro when you get to that point, or maybe you're having trouble with the link for the PC packet. Feel free to ask us questions in here. I'd be really excited to answer them and to help you out however we can. Additionally, there's some files in here. There's, in the general, I forget that the different channels have different files. The majority of them are in here. And I want to show you this really quick because these are some things that everybody wants to see. There's a registration form for helping sign up your kids if you're going to sign them up in bulk online as a group. There's also a trifold brochure you can print, as well as a recruitment flyer. We have a sample badges and awards that you can print out to show people that might be joining your circle to get them excited for all the stuff they could be earning. And you get your first look at our, give me one moment, at our leader info section and our badge books. Now, the leader handbook has everything you will ever absolutely need to know to be a leader. And if it's missing something, let us know. We would love to update it. But it has a wealth of information. It talks about the pledges. It shares the background, purpose, history, and our organizational beliefs and ideals. It talks about our social media policies, our leadership requirements, how to report injuries, how to organize and plan your year. It has a little bit of everything. It even has tips for organizing your first meeting, and at the very end, give me one moment, it has your first 4 meetings earning your first award, if you want to follow that. There is so much in here that it's a boon of knowledge. I keep it bookmarked myself still. And you also have our current badge book, which we're in the process of updating. We're hoping to have a new edition soon. And if you take a look, I scrolled up too far. If you take a look, you can get an idea of all the different awards we have and how they differ at each level. These are all of our awards. And our badges are divided into 5 groups. We have our Earth badges. We have our Air badges. our fire badges, our water badges, and our spirit badges. Each one of these has a different community service badge, and the spirit one can be done whenever. And you'll notice at each level, for almost all the badges, they exist at every level. So here we have Raindrop, Firefly, Spiral Scout, Pathfinder. There's a couple exceptions, like Astronomy doesn't have the Raindrop. Any of them that are missing one are missing Raindrops. But this way, if you have a bigger family with lots of kids, you can still do all the badges together. And your bigger ones in their badges are encouraged to assist the younger ones with their badges, which is part of what I love about this program. We also leave it very open to the leaders. There's a particular activity at the end of each one, just in case you have neuroatypical children who need a more difficult or an easier task. There is always an activity in each badge for the leader to make an age-appropriate activity for the child in question. We want this to be accessible to as many children as possible. And our Spiral of Stars, which are personal improvement and growth badges at each level, starting with Firefly. All the information you need to start earning badges is in there, and you can start seeing what you might want to do once you finish your chartering. But I think that's about it for our first video. I hope this has helped you realize those first couple of steps getting started. We want you to thrive and succeed with Spiral Scouts. So that's what these videos are for. And if you have any questions, again, please reach out to us at hq@spiralscouts.org or at membership@spiralscouts.org. I look forward to seeing you in the next video where we'll go over the next step of the chartering process.